Hello, good morning. Welcome to the channel. What's happening today? Right. So we've got a delivery coming. It's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? A delivery, isn't it? Especially when it's a Royal Mail. I would say the Royal Mail is the most inconvenient deliverers. I don't know if they are. I think it's just because they are compared to what they were, you know, and so basically, I haven't gone to Edinburgh today for, 2 or 3 reasons. One is, so here we are, so I'm trying to crack on with this mini painting, right? Alright, so we need to get clean water. Crack on with the mini painting. So the delivery, I need to go out the front, because they'll just, so I've got a couple of hours. It's about 7:20 now. Of painting. Get back in the house, have breakfast. I'll have to. So the other day I was in the house and I just never heard them at the door, so I've went and ordered a bell. So I've realised that there's a failure on my part. You know, if only, I mean, if my cars were outside, you think they'd fucking bang in the window or something, but never mind. Right, so I'm just waiting on this delivery and it's a bit wet outside. I could have went to Corn Exchange, but to be honest, I don't actually have a lot of stuff really, nothing really. I couldn't see me making much money today. You know, it's like a bit iffy. So the cost of getting in there into Corn Exchange is to be considered, you know. So we'll get on with this painting. I did video it yesterday. It is taking a long time. I think they're quite long videos. I'm going to have to try and cut it down a bit, but I'm doing the time-lapse video. That's for the provenance of the actual painting. Right, so I need to go and clean the water. So we just need to do it gradually. It does take a bit of time. That's a problem when you give people quotes or prices, or if you take the time, but I'm really chuffed that somebody actually even is interested in what I'm doing. So I don't want to start moaning about it, but when I get people asking me to do paintings quite a lot, like people that I know at car boot sales and that, and I don't want to be rude to them, but it's like, frick, you know, I mean, they don't understand how long it takes and how much is involved with it. So, mum, shut up! Just be grateful that somebody likes your art. Right, so let's go on with this. I was looking at it this morning, you know, in the house. I was looking at the video. The dynamics are alright. The headlight's a bit wonky, but I don't know if it really matters that much. Could bring it around a little bit. So really I've just got to kind of try and get away from that sort of tomato soup effect which seems to be going on. Right, so we'll go and clean the water. Right, so I've mixed up some paint. Yeah, it's going to have to... Oh, God. I'm trying to work on it, yeah. Who knows? Right, who knows how it's going to work out. So we've got a time lapse going. I suppose I'll probably, yeah, it's difficult. The problem with painting is it takes ages. With pastels though, but fucking, like, why have I got a coat on? Well, my bloody hoodie. So, you went and took the hoodie in the house now? Right, so the Royal Mail was supposed to deliver. This is a fucking problem of modern life, isn't it? A Royal Mail. So like, I fucked up. I didn't answer the door. They didn't shut the door hard enough or whatever, right? So it's my fault because I should have a bell, right? So I was in the house. They came at 12. I was on the phone. I never heard them. So you think, oh well, okay, just go down and get it. You can't go down and get it. You know, you can't go, like you'd think you should go down at 5:30 and get it. You can't. So all the options they have seem to be to suit them, not me. So I've pretty much taken a day off work, really, sort of. I'm down here now at the back of the house. And they're going to turn up and fuck right off, aren't they? But then again, couriers have problems as well. It's not like it's just a Royal Mail, but it's a modern scourge. I know I'm sounding unreasonable. I know. I'm venting. And I did a care job. I did the care job. So I know what it's like to be on the other end. And how difficult it is doing the care job. I'm not saying that's the same as the Royal Mail. But it's got similarities. You're going somewhere. You try to get into somebody's house to care for them. You don't know where they keep fuck all. And you get dominant women, little power hungry women, who do weird things. I would never do that job again. The care job. No. Because of I couldn't cope with the mental gymnastics involved with these psychopathic women that, you know, sort of power and control types. They're inadequate, low functioning women, hungry for power and control. And I could, so I mean, what do I mean? Well, I'm talking about relatives and just nosy bastards and that are hanging around. They're hanging around vulnerable people is what they are. And the ones that worked well were the guys that I went, the alcoholic guys and everything. They were great because it was never complicated with them. You just went and made sure they were okay. And I always maintained, who am I to say you should stop drinking? If you're 86 or something like that, right? Who's to say you should stop drinking? You know, you've lived that long. I mean, you might as well just keep on going. But your health's deteriorating fast, of course. So we're getting a right bright red here. The building up the depth of the red. Still a bit dirty there. There's dirty bits in it. So the brush has not been completely and utterly cleaned, but at the same time, I don't see that really as damaging the. One of the other problems we've got is that we need to, we don't want any of this dripping down onto that white. So maybe it's a bit in the. I will demonstrate I'm left-handed. You're not left-handed. So don't demonstrate it, because you can't demonstrate it because you're not left-handed. My dad was left-handed. And I didn't know until he died. What a fucking strange guy he was. He was very private and personal and careful. And he had to be because he was surrounded by psychotic women. My mother, my sister, my auntie. All the women were psychotic. And he sort of managed to play that role. The dependable. His name was even Dependable Peter. It was a dependable name. And see, before he died, it was me and him got on fine. It was only the evil women that fucked it all up, or they tried to. They didn't want me getting on alright with them. They didn't want me getting any money either. They're evil. But does it really matter? When your health starts going downhill, who cares? Money. How wonderful money is it fuck? You know, you've got to face your demons. They haven't faced their demons. Because if they did, they'd be around apologising. But they're not, and they won't, because they're totally fucked up as individuals. Right, why are you going on about that? Who cares about that? Stop going on, right, so what I need to do here, I need to take advantage of the fact, I don't want this white paint being contaminated. See, it's contaminated already. It's got pink in it. Right, so you need let's just go for a brush that's new. Like this one, I'm not so sure about these brushes. Well, at the end of the day, I use any fucking brush really. Right, I need clean water. Have you been in this one yet? Clean water. I don't want any signs of anything else on this. So, we could test it there. See, like, there's white there obviously on the canvas already, right? So I don't want it. See, it's a wee bit. It's not completely white, is it? So the plan is to go over the white again. So that's the clock face. I'm going to try and attempt not to get too complicated with this painting. You know, I'm going to try and not overwork it. It's got to be good as well, isn't it? Like, it's always weird because I'm doing it for somebody else. So it's a weird thing, you know, it's like, right, art. So you're selling yourself. But the drawings I did for the person, I don't know how to describe. Well, no, you went and did a video of it, so I don't. He bought drawings off me, the mini drawings, and I use them on my YouTube. They'll actually, after looking at them after a couple of years, I really think they're really successful. Yeah. But at the time I wasn't quite sure about them, and there was a certain element of rushness. I was rushing, but well, that doesn't mean to say you're not going to produce good art if you're rushing. It doesn't mean that. So there's a bit away up there. Look, too much paint. But then the clock face, it wouldn't matter if there's a bit in the clock face. So I've got to get this done before it gets contaminated. So we need to try and get over, well, this is not quite right here. So let's get right over here, like that. So what the plan is to do an hour or so of this, go in and have some breakfast, and I'm probably not going to be able to come back until the delivery from the Royal Mail arrives, because knowing my luck, they won't deliver it. I have to stay away for that red. This is painting by numbers, by the way, really it is. But I've already done the thinking for this painting. You know, I've already thought it. I've already thought it and thunked it. So, I mean, I've got my style. My style's my style. Other people have different styles. I'd like to describe my style as honest. But you can't be honest if you're useless. You know what I mean? You've got to be. There has to be some level of confidence, which I believe that I do have. But it's a kind of. So this painting is. It's got to be done genuine. I've got to believe in it. Because if I don't believe in it, then nobody else has got to believe in it, are they? You know, it's like, why should anybody else believe it? So that's where you could be sounding like you're being arrogant, but I can't be arrogant. So you know, the arrogant side of my personality. So I get this. I mean, I'm actually feeling good doing this, yeah. Well, so the last 5 days, I've been out every morning walking down the wood and doing videos of trucks. And every day this week, the same roundabout. And it came from the fact that this woman attacked me on Sunday at Falkirk car boot sale at the stadium and criticised what I was doing and said that I was filming children. She kind of caught me unawares. And the arrogance of that woman, you know, that she doesn't like me filming, so she believes that she's got the right to come up and tell me. And I was caught out with her. Now I know what she looks like. I didn't video her because I was totally caught out with this woman. And that partly is probably why I decided to go every day. So, you know, but we've got a lot of footage of trucks now, so there's a lot of good footage. I mean, we're not getting big views. Is the only problem. But I think we're getting some pretty good footage of trucks. So, I think the exercise has been good. The video footage has been good. But today, so maybe if I'd put the same effort into doing this painting, it would be finished. Instead of me sort of struggling. So basically I'm going to Falkirk tonight for this, the early hours of tomorrow morning. And so we'll try and, so I've got to sort the van out, it's mostly, I just need to take some tables out of it. So that's, see that fucking cheap fucking paintbrush. I feel like, so there's no way you can film children in a roundabout. It's a completely fucking weird thing to say. You can't film people that are in cars and buses and trucks, not really. You maybe could in the summer if the window's open, if that's what you wanted to do. I don't want to do that. Film people inside vehicles, because you are technically as close to, as that window is from me. Yeah. I just think it's a weird idea from a weird person, I don't know what our problem is. Really weird person. It's that thing where they've got to, the only way they can beat you is by, it is quite a deeply conceptual, troubling thing where they can bring children into an argument when they're not in it at all. Because of that sort of, it's a no-go area, to talk about that. And to bring that into an argument, it gives them a lot of power. People like her, narcissistic people like that. And obviously, I've never ever thought about that type of thing ever in my whole life, ever. And for somebody to come along, they don't even know who I am, and to make that accusation, a little nasty bastard. Yeah, it has annoyed me. You could say, well, she's got to you. Yeah, she has. Well, you would do if you say things like that to somebody, wouldn't you? And how are we going to make that kind of funny looking mixture between blue, green, and white? Is that what we do? Right, still some white on this evil bastard. There's a lot of people that are evil, and they hide behind other people to be evil. And to be evil for whatever reason, who knows what it is. What is it? What is wrong with them? So sort of lighter, maybe a touch of green in it. For power and control is what it's for, yeah. Power and control. Can you imagine the power a woman like that would have over children? Like her own children. The sort of tyrannical sort of type thing. That's where things are uneven in society, when you have people like that getting what they want when they should be getting kept down. And because of feminism, there's people like that. So a lot of the government, I think the reason why I've got a bit depressed a lot is about the government. They're pandering to extremists quite a bit. And a lot of that. So the whole thing with net zero, what's actually happening is we're giving power to China. And that, so you've got to wonder, is this deliberate? We deliberately try to destroy, so the West is trying to destroy itself. So all said and done, nothing's going to change. It's not going to help the environment. China's going to be making all these electric cars. China doesn't give a fuck about the environment. That's a fact, isn't it? I mean, everybody knows that. So we're selling ourselves down the river for this crazy fucking net zero thing. So we've got these mad extremists in government. We've got mad extremist people with crazy ideas. And instead of just going, yeah, we always have mad extremist weird people, instead of doing that, what we're doing is we're actually fucking making policies for them. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. I'm getting there. I'm trying to get a kind of, you can't exactly see this, but I'm trying to get a sort of, I'm trying to make that blue a bit different. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Aye. It would be better if I got all the paints sorted out a bit better. But then, well, remember my dad, I can remember him saying something else, what I thought it was about painting. He tried to, instead of informing me, he tried to outmaneuver me with his knowledge of paint art. Instead of helping me, is the way I've seen it. He tried to outmaneuver me by scoring points against me because he had superior knowledge. And I think, why the fuck didn't you just help me, you fucking arse? But that was because he was a bit like that. My dad was a bit like that. I've got a friend who's a bit like that. And see, that's not really... we can just put a wee bit of dark bit in it, around the edges. This brush is too small for this as well, by the way. It's a sort of try to get a kind of semi-dark effect, but not too dark. Yeah, it was a bit light, so when you're painting, I mean, the idea that, so there's a lot of light in this, in this, well, it's a studio, yeah, it's a studio. So if you're doing a painting of somebody, right, a person, or anything really, actually, obviously I'm using a computer, so the computer's the same, the image is the same. You know, it's not gonna get darker. So what we're really talking about is, say you get somebody in the studio and you start drawing or painting them, the light might be different, so the painting will be different. So if I was to go out, which we need to start doing, more out and about stuff. Say I'll go out and do art outside, we'll do that down that roundabout. That's where we'll start. We'll do a painting down the roundabout. So it's just basically what we're doing now, but down there. So I'll just take to make sure I get everything I need. So it's called plein air, isn't it? So we'll take a chair, you know, try and make it easier. Like this trestle thing's probably too big to carry down there. So we're going to do things like that. Maybe right in the middle of the roundabout. I mean, that would be quite interesting, wouldn't it? To actually do that. I've been watching my videos and I'm really trying to, to me, I don't want to down myself, but they are pretty boring in that they're the same old thing all the time. Trucks, you know. So we need to start doing something different. But the trucks are the sort of bread and butter. So I still not quite got that. Why don't I just be totally brave and just blob a bit of green right into it? Right, see what happens with that. Yeah, so that's. Oh, that's more dramatic, isn't it? Yeah. But there's like foliage there. Foliage. I mean, I'll be getting missed today. I mean, I do enjoy going to Edinburgh. I shouldn't have, it shows you how badly organised that I am, that I can't organise my life to do this painting during the week, you know. It's quite difficult to get organised. I think I quite like that kind of bluey green sky, you know. I think I want it to be sort of the usual sort of depressively dark, sinister look about it. Yeah. I've no idea how this tape thing's going to work. So I need, end of the day, I suppose I've done the right thing. I've got to do this, and so I'm probably not going to. I've got a time lapse video, and that's really for provenance. So I probably won't video the whole process of this because it's going to be too long, you know, and it's going to be quite boring. God, yeah. Alright. So what are you having for breakfast? Oh, okay. So I'm using my brain power here. I mean, I do enjoy these walks. I'm actually sitting thinking about it right now. I like the foliage and everything in the trees and the birds. You know, everything. I'm perfectly aware that Stirling Council would knock all that down if they could find the right excuses. Saving the planet. We've really been grifted with that one, haven't we? The saving the planet one. So it's going to do everything but save the planet. So all bullshit. How's that look? I quite like that sort of green blue background. Yeah, well, maybe I could put a little bright blue right along the edge of the tape. How would that work? Like a sort of dark edge. I'd like a dark edge. Why don't we just go right in for it, right? Go right in and we'll do the black right along the edge. Right there. Right. Black right in the corner. Where's the corner gone? It's the way up there. It's the tape. See, I'm trying to find the tape. Before you're thinking I'm daft or something. Yeah, how's that working out? A wee bit. Just right along there. How's that? How's that going to look? I'm the artist. Fuck. It's me that's the one. I'm the artist. Oh God, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be an artist, by the way. Oh, fucking hell. Ding-a-ling-a-ding ding. Oh right, too much. You don't want too much water in there. You don't want that dribbling down there. No. Right, what happened to the eye? Let's just put more of this on it. It's a bit too dribbly. I mean, it's kind of like, it's not going to be an elaborate painting. it's going to be blocked, if you know what I mean. So like it's all blocked and bright colours, bright, in your face, type painting. That's what it is. Right, okay, right, how's that? So that's pretty much background. Right, so I need to work on the mini. Get away from that tomato soup effect. Maybe we should go for a cup of tea. That's a good idea. Yep, right, okay. So right, I need to work on. Yeah, I think I should maybe clean all the brushes again. Try and get some better rustical colours. You know, the sort of spicy orange, something that's called. Yeah, and well, there's also the building as well. Try and make it look more like a building. So I'll have to put lighter stuff in there and try and lighten it up just like that one is. And then once all that light's dry, we've got to put the lettering in, which is going to be fucking difficult, honestly. Yeah. You know what? I think if I could crack the mini, I mean, the clock's easy to do. We'll get the clock done. If I can crack the mini today, let's go and have a cup of coffee. It's chaos in here, isn't it? I know. It's total chaos. It's fucking terrible. It really is. It's absolutely appalling. So, I do everything now. It's for provenance, isn't it? Really? So, thanks for watching so far.